So here are 3 things that I would have done differently in my first year of law school. Someone who is now a lawyer and actually did fail 8 classes in law school. I did have a big academic comeback towards the end of it. And now I'm a lawyer sharing tips on law school and sharing lawyer life. So first things first, and this is actually one of the reasons why I failed my first few classes, was because I didn't really do this, which is addressing concepts that I didn't understand almost like immediately. What I mean by this is that the moment there is something that I don't understand, this is something that I did later on that made me bounce back compared to like in the beginning. So the moment that I just know that I don't understand something, I address it right away. Whether it's through doing extra reading, doing extra research, go through the lectures again, ask the classmate for help, and most importantly, ask the professor for help, ask the teacher for help. Instead of waiting until closer to the exam to address it. And the reason why addressing it right away is so important is because the time frame between your last class and your first exam, most of the time is not a lot. Also, you may be busy with other classes, other assessments during that period as well. If you addressed it right then and there, during whatever it was in the semester, you don't have to worry about it towards the end. And also, chances are you may have, by the time you get to the end, like right before your exam, you probably forgot about the thing that you didn't understand previously. This is something that I didn't do in my first year, and it caught back to me in my second year when I failed my first few classes. And the reason why, a huge reason why my grades did get better, is because I started addressing it. The moment that I don't understand something, I addressed it immediately. And your future self who is preparing for the exams will thank you for it, I promise. The second one is more about managing your time so you don't feel overwhelmed with balancing law school and every other priority in your life. And that is that at the start of the semester, you're going to sit down, you're going to get all of the due dates, you're going to get all of the due dates that you have of every single assessment for every single class. You're going to put it in 2 things. A list, so you have a list of like all your due dates in the order of when it's due. And second of all, you're going to put it in your calendar. This is actually helpful for 2 reasons. The first reason is that you know ahead of time when your busiest periods are. For example, you may see that there is like a week where you have multiple assessments due in that week. So you know by looking at your calendar that you shouldn't really plan anything during that week because you have multiple assessments during that week. Second of all, it helps you to make sure that you don't miss a single due date. You have it all in one place already and you double check that yes, it's the correct list. You have it all in one place, it will. It was like in my 3rd year where I didn't do this, and I actually completely forgot a due date for one important assessment, and that like affected my marks like significantly.